want to show you a treat or a dish that kind of brings me back to my early elementary school days / middle school days. If you're anything like me, the cafeteria food was not it at all. So when I did eat at school for lunch, what I usually would grab was these little things called Uncrustables. They are filled with peanut butter and jelly, and I can always count on them to fill me up and get the job done when it came to flavors. But today, I'm gonna make a little adult version of that. Some brioche bread is gonna be in there, a homemade Rockin Strawberry Jam, and I'm switching things up a little bit and adding some almond butter instead of peanut butter. Let's get right into it. Okay, you all, so the key to making these Uncrustables extra delicious starts off with making a homemade strawberry jam. You can use the store-bought kind, but trust me on this one, okay? So I have about 4 cups of strawberries going right into my saucepan. Juicy strawberries, fresh. Clean them off, slice the tops off, and that's all you gotta do for that. Put them right in there. I'm gonna add some sugar right on top. And here's the secret ingredient. The secret ingredient to the jam, it makes it go kind of crazy. It's my bold spice. This is not an ad, but I think you should buy it. It's a Saturday morning spice. Has a perfect mixture of thyme, rosemary, basil, all in there. You gotta just next put that in there. Like that. And then we're gonna add a nice florally, herby smell and taste to the jam. Next, I'm gonna add some lemon. This is my favorite part about the jam as well, because it adds a nice zesty taste to it and a little tartness to it as well to cut through that sweetness. I'm gonna add half the lemon. Put your pan underneath it to catch any and all seeds. Nice juicy lemon, so you know it's summertime. All right. Get all the juice out. This is a juicy lemon. All right. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of zest into it as well. Oh my God, this smells amazing. It's not even done cooking yet. Okay, look at that, get into that. This looks and smells delicious. I wanna grab a wooden spoon and I'm gonna just give this a nice little toss around. Be sure to smell it. All right, now I'm gonna cover this up and let it cook on medium heat for about 15-20 minutes until the strawberries cook down. And before we head off, look at this really quick. You notice I didn't add any water, right? But guess what? The juices from the strawberries are gonna make that jam come all together, and it's all the juices you need. Do not add water to this. Trust me on that. Let it cook for 15 minutes, and when it's done cooking, let it chill or let it cool off for about 10 minutes as well. All right, you all, so that jam is all done. I let it cool off for about 10 minutes, and those dried herbs from the Saturday morning spice and that lemon juice I put in there, this is a game changer when I tasted this jam. Give it a try. All right, so now it's time for the fun part, making these Uncrustables. So you probably figuring, how are you gonna make these? It's very simple, but just follow along, okay? I'm using some brioche store-bought bread today. Absolutely way better than, you know, the regular white bread. But before I get into that, I want to show you what I got going on over here. When I make these, I'm going to show you how to really bring these Uncrustables to a different level. So I'm starting up right here. I got a little bit of butter in my pan, about a tablespoon of butter that's melting. Now I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract as well to go right to that butter. You hear that noise? Oh man, that smells too. Vanilla and butter together. Game changer. All right, 2 pieces of bread right here. I'm gonna line them up, and then I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of these almond butter onto the bread. And what I learned is the key is really not to overfill these, because when you cut them, you don't want it to just ooze out. You want it to stay inside the bread. Oh my God, the vanilla and butter, crazy. All right, a little bit of that, and then you're gonna top this right off with the bread. You wanna squish it together a little bit. And when you're swishing together, close those edges with your fingers. All around the edges, all around the edges. Okay, you're closing that up, creating that seal. You're gonna grab a cookie cutter or whatever, circle cookie cutter, you can use a biscuit cutter, you can use a glass cup. I have a cookie cutter on hand. And you're gonna go right in the center of this bad boy. You wanna make sure you don't cut into the crust. You wanna get it right in the center of the bread. Press it down. Take that crust right off. Uncrustable. Then you're gonna pop it right out into the pan. And that butter and that vanilla is gonna give that bread so much flavor. And we're basically making a grilled PB&J if you wanna talk about that. All right, make another one really quick. So, like I said, if you wouldn't want to do all this, that's perfectly fine. This is all you really need to do to make it Uncrustable, and it looks amazing and it tastes really good too. But just grilling the peanut butter and jelly or the almond butter and strawberry jelly and this vanilla and butter, it's crazy what it does. So I'm gonna let this grill up about 2 minutes on each side until it's golden brown and crispy, and I'll see you in a second. All right, these are all crispy and golden brown, just the way I like them. And that vanilla, baby, I'm telling you, you gotta trust me on these, okay? Trust me on these. Look at this. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna get a fork because I know this is gonna be piping hot. Oh, hear that sound, that crispy sound? Oh yes, this is not like what I had in school lunch, I promise you that. Oh, look at the strawberry. Yo, I'm telling you, no PB&J is doing this for you. This is Nostalgic Gourmet, baby. Thanks for watching. See you next week for a brand new episode. This is killer.